What's up, YouTube? My name's Marvin, and today we are back with another One Piece chapter reaction. Today we're reading chapter 1167 titled Ida's Son. Last chapter we got, I guess, like the end of God Valley. We got the defeat of Rocks, stabbed by Garling. Garling got the final kill off. And then we got towards the end of the chapter, Harold, I guess, regretting his decisions and basically being like, if it takes me turning into a slave to get like the giants to where they need to be in the future, then I'll do that, which is, I think, kind of stupid, but whatever. He should have just helped Rocks when he had the chance, but you live and you learn, I guess. But yeah, let's get right into chapter 1167, Ida's son. Ida is Haraldin's mom, correct? And then Loki's mom is Estrid. I think that's right. So yeah. So this is about Haraldin. Haraldin. I guess it could be about Loki too, because Loki's mom died. Well, I guess we don't know when this is. Okay. Anywho, I'm talking too much. Let's get into it. A cat is scolded for stealing a book, but Jin and Nojiko are mad. They stole my little fish book. It was a little cookbook. Let's get into it. 33 years ago, 5 years after God Valley. Okay, a little time skip. I could have sworn pirates were approaching off the shore. Mm-hmm. But there was something huge and shadowy emerging from behind them. The underwater prison impelled down. Everything just went kaboom after that. Our ships was in ruins before we knew it. We were nothing but fish food. Sure it wasn't a big Sea King attack. Sure it wasn't a Sea King attack. No, it's shaped like a human. Don't tell me you were in the infamous waters of the Florian Triangle. Okay. Fat chance we don't fish near that region. I was about to say, are we finally about to get explanation to those giant monsters over there? Everyone knows to avoid it. Anyway, that monstrous thing was definitely human-like. So it's a giant. It's probably goddamn Harold. Yeah, it is. During that period, a rumor began to circulate among the Grand Line century countries. They said a monster lurked deep in the foggy seas, targeting pirate crews. Whoa! There you go, Harold. Harold. The identity of that monster was none other than Harold. Yep. A few who sailed those waters had ever seen a giant. Few who sailed those waters had ever seen a giant with their own eyes. So to them, he was nothing less than the very embodiment of fear. Harold now worked in the shadows to back up the Navy as part of his atonement for the thousands of years of history. So he's just hunting pirates now for the world government. Meanwhile, the pirates who had gone their separate ways after God Valley continued to rise in performance, and over the next decade or so, each one of them would become a defining face of their generation. Big Mom, Whitebeard, Kaido. Most of the pirates simply clashed over territory. However, one crew broke through all the others, Roger Pirates, and achieved defeat long believed impossible. They circumnavigated the entire world. So this is already after their like it made it to Laugh Tale and all of that. They were held as the king of the pirate. They were held they were held as the crew of the king of the pirates, Gold Roger. The public I can't read. The public execution of the captured pirate was meant to serve as a spectacle, a display of the world government's power. However, okay, so okay, yeah. So I guess we already knew all of these people were here for this. So this is just only 5 years after God Valley. So Shanks is like 6 years old here, 5, 6. The world has plunged into even greater turmoil as countless souls set out in pursuit of the vast treasure Roger left behind the One Piece. No one had anticipated the advent of the Great Pirate era. Navy headquarters found itself caught off guard as a result, more than 10 giants were drafted into the Marines from all over the world in an effort to consolidate strength. Okay, yeah, so these are the giants that were at Marine Ford. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure. During this stretch of time, Harold waited on the Navy hand and foot. Did you see how huge he was? He's an ancient giant. I want to make him my slave. Oh, they're in the Holy Land. And that very year, he was finally granted formal permission to visit the Holy Land. A shallow sea contract? Oh, he's up here with the Gorosei? That is correct. Consider yourself the right hand of the God's Knights. Oh, they gave him a mark. They gave him the Abyss mark. God Steel is a great honor. Oh man, he in too deep now. There are 3 levels of contract. The shallow sea contract is a more minor pact. The deep sea and deep sea contracts are revised for those who are to be fully bound or to be bound fully to the true God. Only 13 individuals in the entire world receive that privilege. What do you mean by God? So this is, are they saying that if you have the Abyss mark, there's 3 levels to that, and they're saying that Harold is currently on the lowest level. The deep sea, what is it? It's the shallow sea, the deep sea, and the deep sea. And Harold's at the shallow sea right now. What do you mean by God? You will only come to know the greatest depths of the world on the day you will become a full knight of God. Could Elbaf become a member nation then? They're playing you. So who are the ones that we... Okay, so if you know about Emu, that means you're a you're in the deep sea contract. If you know about Emu, is that what they're saying? So the Gorosei are part of that. The the God's Knights, like not Shanks, Shamrock, uh what's his dad's name? Garling. I'm assuming Gunko, killing Sommers. And I think that's all the people we know right now. I don't know. Naturally, Harold. At that point, the entire world would be clamoring to welcome you. I'm grateful for this opportunity to prove myself, you big dummy. The Knights Temple, Shangara, domain of the gods. Okay, we got Garling, captain of the Knights of God. What is the Great One planning? You're gonna obey us even though you're king of Elbaf? Of course, just say the word. Man. I hate this. Summers kind of look like Rayleigh right here. We'll keep a long distance transponder still on hand if we have need of you. What is that gonna do? Like, do they have giant transponder snails? It's gonna be like this big to him. Not even that, like that big. You'll be free to travel the surface world, but you're forbidden to speak of our dealings. Understood. Okay. Dang, so nobody even knew he was working for them. 20 years ago, Ryukyu Kingdom, Fishman Island. Ho ho ho, bah ha 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 ha. I haven't laughed this hard in a long time, Neptune, young Neptune. Me too, pal Jaman. We both have our fair share of headaches, don't we? To be honest, I don't think your son is that bad deep down. Let's not forget what your youth was like. Well then, you put well when you put it like that, I'm just being brutally honest. Anyway, did I tell you a fortune teller predicted I'd have a daughter in 4 years? Okay, so Shirahoshi is not born yet. Oh, he probably shouldn't tell them that. That's probably how the world government knows. When the time is right, why don't we betroth Loki to my future daughter? Look at his face. Look at Harold's face when he said that. Blah. Now you're going too far. Cut it out. Hey, don't write her off so fast. She's not just gonna be any old Maria. He's talking too much. This is an informant you're talking to. My daughter might well be born with a power no one else could ever hope to handle. Jamon. Well, no, that does sound like a perfect match. Let's have a toast. That does sound like a good match, though. Shirahoshi and Loki. Here's to the futures of my mischievous troublemaker and your little Mosa Mosa. Little what? Don't call her that. She won't be Shaggy. Mosa? As in, like, who Loki is talking to on the phone? Mosa? Ain't no way, bro. What? Is Loki talking to Shirahoshi? No, that can't, bro. The transponder snail had like a beard though, and don't they look like who they're talking to? Am I tripping? Is this is this confirmation that Mosa is Shirahoshi, or could it be King Neptune maybe? No, but they're referring to Shirahoshi though. Huh? Ain't no way. It can't be Shirahoshi, bro. That's what it's looking like, but it can't be, bro. The transponder snail had when Loki was on the phone, like the transponder snail he was talking to, it mimics the person who's on the other line, and it had a beard. Unless it was just some kind of different transponder snail that we don't know about that naturally has beards like that. But I guess we'll see. Let me move on. That same year, Owl Library at Elbaf. Don't mention it. You're welcome to live freely here, Saul. Thanks a bunch. Actually, there's one thing I'd like to ask. Excuse me, what is it? If we get if we get over if we get other learned folks on Elbaf to help, would you be willing to open a school here? Okay, this is the start of all of this. A school, huh? That's a nice idea. Okay, so this is the start of all of that. 15 years ago. The start of the Elbaf kids learning, I should say. A major incident occurred at the Holy Land of Maryjoy. My slaves are running away. The cells are broke. Ain't no way that's Fisher Tiger. We got more. We getting more Fisher Tiger stuff. I thought that was over and I thought that was over and done with. Hurry, or do you want to be their pet forever? Huff huff. So this is him escaping. Shift. Uh-oh. Damn it. Is that a God's Night? A Shamrock? Listen, the armory will be left unlocked for you. I'll tell you the location. Well, this must be Shanks then. He set him free? He set him free. Yeah. Wow. Gunpowder. Hurry, big sis. A boa here too. Sarah Desona, there's someone. Oh yeah, I forgot Boa was a part of this whole Fisher Tiger thing. I forgot that. There's someone out there, someone who's fighting to free us from this hell. Hurry, koala. Baby koala, you have to run. This attack on the Holy Land was carried out by Fisher Tiger. In the wake of this incident, he would go on to become captain of the Sun Pirates. So was that Shanks? That had to have been Shanks, no? So this is... So Shanks came and set all the slaves free that day? Sounds like it was pretty rough. They say someone with the government must have left the armory open for them. Now it's up to us to find the culprit. I can't wait to execute them. There's someone I want to introduce to you, Harold. Huh? His name is Shanks. Huh? I mean, I guess we did know Shanks went back to the Holy Land. He's Shamrock's younger brother. They were separated a long time ago due to circumstances. He suffered many hardships in the surface world. If he were to form a deep sea contract, I believe he'd make a great asset on par with Shamrock. For the time being, however, he's been given the rank of God. Okay, that's the confirmation. So Shanks did have a mark on his. I mean, we know we saw the mark, but like, this is confirmation that this was a part of that contract, and Shanks cut it off. Well, he didn't cut it off. He lost it. I know I said the same thing when I first met Shamrock too, but I can't shake the feeling that I've met you before. Look at Shanks, man. He got this is fresh scar Shanks, then. I don't know what you're talking about. You're just some giant commoner from the surface. Don't act so familiar with me. Oh, because he probably knows Shanks from no? I was gonna say he probably know Shanks from when he was a baby, but I don't know. I was blessed from birth with Figarland blood in my veins. I have no doubt I'm going to become a god knight. I feel like Shanks is just playing it up, like he don't really mean this. I guess I mistook you for someone else. Oh, look at the two twins. Hey, look at Shanks in his royal get-up too. Come on, Shamrocks. I wish to deepen my knowledge of the Holy Land. I shall apprehend that traitor to claim the credit I deserve. Are there any leads? It can wait till your wounds are fully healed, Shanks. You cannot fathom the anguish of having the last 24 years of your life wasted. No wonder the rest of the world seems so alien to me. God still devotee. Saint Shanks, Saint Shamrock. This would have been so different if Shanks actually grew up all the way like a holy knight. I hated everything down there. Now I'm getting second thoughts though, because he looks serious here saying this. So is he being for real? Is Shanks actually an asshole? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think this is just playing. He's just playing it up for. No, because we know he just freed the slaves. It had to have been him. That same day, everything going down this year. That same year, the fishing village on Elbaf. It's no good. My medical knowledge is too limited. Let's. Can you move, please? Okay. Let's call Harold and see if he can get us in touch with the more skilled doctor. He's got a lot on his plate now. What's the point of fostering a network with the world government if we don't use it? I can recover on my own. You okay? We'll see. We'll see. You keep saying that, but you're getting weaker by the day. You have to get better. Harold will be heartbroken if you don't, you know. Might as well keep the tavern open. No way. How can I when you're this sick, Ida? Whenever Harold's home, he always goes straight to the elders and begs them to allow you to legally marry. That fool knows I'm happy with my tavern. I enjoy befriending sailors from all over the world. Huff huff. It may not be much, but I feel like I'm helping Harold by doing that. Hey, foreign hag. Loki. Hey, foreign hag, what? Loki. Cook up this meat for the old hag, will ya? The tavern's my main hangout spot. I want her to reopen. I feel like he's saying that, like, yeah, I'm just doing this for the tavern, but low-key he care about his stepmom. Good grief, that troublemaker has grown out of hand. I'm glad you've been able to keep him in line, even with Harold and his friends away looking for a doctor. Your boys really love you. Okay, so they're out looking for a doctor right now. Everyone's blowing this out of proportion. Huff, I feel yeah, she definitely finna die. I'll be fine, but does make me smile. Yep. Yeah, it's GG's first. Elbaf, Alcohol Village, hometown of Loki's birth mother, huh? What'd you just say? We were talking about how utterly unbearable it'd be to let that foreign bitch warm her way all the way to the royal family. You're with us, right, Loki? Damn, they talking about his mom. I mean, we're talking about his stuff. He ain't gonna like that. Or Astrid's relative, she was Harold's true wife. We can't let anyone have our claim on her and on our inheritance. That's why I slipped. Oh, he sold that to the wrong person. Why would he say that to Loki? They know Loki's a crash out, and he's gonna be like, "Yeah, I'm the one that killed your stepmom, essentially, bruh." Bro, are you stupid, big dummy? This stuff is fatal. Her days are numbered. Mm. After we can't hold off on ringing Harold anymore. On it. We may not be related by blood, but when I see him the same, but I see him the same way I do Haroldin. Huff. Loki is still my cute little son. Ah, Loki, Loki. Hey, Ida isn't really gonna die, right? Dang, yeah, he pissed. That is the only mom who actually cared for him. I still remember my birth mother. She hated me. Yeah, she had me thrown into the realm of the dead. And he remember that. Who gives a shit about inheritance? Your whole family is nothing but trash. Now answer, Ida won't actually die, right? She's dang. I bet you must get pretty lonely, right, Loki? Wouldn't it be better to stay with us? She's the only mother I've ever known. Dang. That's GG's for bro. Why would he, bro? That's probably why Loki. I mean, I guess he was crashing out before this, but that's probably what made it so much worse because you killed the only woman to ever like actually care for him. But that's man, and then you gonna brag about it to his face? Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, man. I get that's not that's not his actual mom, but still, I'm pretty sure everyone knows. Actually, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure everyone knows how bad Loki was treated as a baby because, like, how can you not know? By his like, how bad he was treated by his mother, I should say, because she wanted nothing to do with him. And now bruh, this GG's. I can't even say GG's, but cool chapter, y'all. Great chapter. It's the last page, yeah, last page of the chapter. No break next week. Got a little bit more world building. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. I bet. Got a little bit more world building in this one. So, what was I gonna say? Wait a second. So we got confirmation in this chapter that Shanks. Well, we got a few things actually. Let's start with Harold. So Harold has the mark of the abyss, and there are 3 different levels. So there's a shallow sea, which is where Harold is, and that's where Shanks is right now. And then they have deep sea and deep sea. So where I'm confused is it says On the day you become a full Knight of God, you will learn about, like, you'll know about God, Emu. But does full Knight mean the highest level? Yeah, if that's the case, every attacking force right now on Elbaf, all of the Holy Knights, they should be on the highest level, no? Because they all know about Emu. The girls say, I feel like the only people that should be on that rank is everyone in this room, not including Harold, but like all of the girls say, and that's it. And maybe like like the leader of the Gods Knights, but I don't think anyone else should be on that highest level. But we also got the confirmation that Shanks had the mark. Shanks went back to the Holy Land. We knew that, but now we're getting more exposition as to why he went back. So I don't know if I should be believing Shanks right now or nah, bro. This is an act, bro. It has to be because he freed all of the slaves. He's just playing his part right now. That has to be it. And where does it say? Forgot where it said the thing about Shanks's arm. So he's God Steel, the same as her. So there, Shanks right now. See, he has to like prove himself. So Shanks and Harold are on the same level right now. Okay. I like this panel right here too with the two brothers, Shanks and Shamrock. This look cool. It seems like Shamrock actually, I'm not gonna say he's being nice to his brother. It seems like you would think there would be some kind of animosity between them, but it seems like they're having a chill conversation. You would think Shamrocks would be like, I don't want anything to do with my brother. He's that commoner who chose to live down at the. I mean, he didn't choose to, but like he's been living. Like the way they talk about regular people, you would think that because Shank's been living down there at the bottom level, like he wouldn't want anything to do with him. But I guess not. Guess they still cool. I mean, I don't know about today, but yeah. Anyway, guys, I've been yapping for like 28 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead wrap this thing up. Thanks for watching. I will be back next week with chapter 1168. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you're new, comment down below your thoughts on this chapter, and I will see you guys next week with chapter 1168. Peace out. Uh-oh.